Hey guys, Eric here, Sba3 Gun Company. Gonna do a little tech video for you guys today. Today we're gonna show how to swap out buffer tubes. So here we have one of our Anderson 10.5s with a straight buffer tube. And we're going to install the Sba3 on it. A couple tools you're gonna need is a punch, armorer's wrench, and a little drill bit set. First thing I'm gonna do is make sure we're always cleared. Going to punch out this rear pin here, remove the handle and the bolt. My punch. Pull the gun up. Pull back on the handle, remove the bolt and the handle. I'm also going to remove the front pin and make the job a little bit easier. That way we're working with just the lower. Next, inside here, there's a little pin. You gotta push that down to remove the buffer. Buffer and spring is now out. Now we have to remove this nut. It'll loosen it. It'll come back this way. For that, you need your armorer's wrench. This part here. From there, the buffer plate is going to come back. There is a small spring in there with a detent holding this pin in place. So you want to make sure not to lose that. We're going to push our pin down inside here so we can screw this to pull that spring out. I'm going to use my punch. Sometimes a little flathead bit works better. Screw it just a little bit. There's that little spring. Remove that spring, set it down so we don't lose it. We're now going to remove the buffer tube. That little detent in there is a spring underneath it. So when we unloosen this, we want to make sure we catch that and it doesn't fly across the room. Now that it's loose, we'll pull it out. Looks like that. Unscrew our buffer tube all the way off. We're going to remove the plate and the nut. These typically don't have those in them. Set that off to the side. Open up your new Sba3 box. Inside is the brace, already on adjustable tube, some little paperwork, a sticker. We're going to put the nut back on with the teeth going back towards it on first. Next is the plate. One side does have an indent. Make sure the raise side face towards the gun. Got a little guide on here. Lock it down just like that. You're now going to start screwing it in. Once I get close to the hole in there where that detent goes in at, I'm going to stop and put it back in. Putting slight pressure with my finger until the buffer tube catches it. I'm going to now screw a little bit further to put that spring back in there. Get that flathead bit again, push the spring down, hold it, turn the buffer tube back, hold the plate down, remove the flathead, tighten this nut down. I'm going to make sure the buffer tube just catches the edge of that spring, and it still works. Tighten it down now. From there, put our buffer and spring back in, give it a little push. Put our handle back in. The indentations on the side here. Make sure you line them up. Get it started. Putting your bolt back in. If it's pushed down, it won't fit back in. That part gets in the way. Make sure you're out, facing forward toward the end of the gun. From there, we're going to line everything up. Make sure both of our pins are pulled out. Pushing our front pin in first, then our rear pin in. Quick function test. Safety still works. Fire still works. Brace now moves. One thing to keep an eye on when doing this, make sure your bolt can lock back. If your bolt does not stay locked back, your buffer tube is possibly on too tight, not letting enough room for the spring to go back far enough. That's it, guys. Any of the videos you want to see, hit me up on here. I'll post more. See you guys later.